keys, bag, keys, bag, phone. Okay. Let me just check that keys thing again. I know I've got them. Got them. Why, hello! How the devil are we? Good. Right, today is first annual service for the Transalp. Oh no, I've had it a year. In fact, I've had it more than a year. Which I think, for me, is probably a first. I don't think I've ever owned a bike for more than a year. I don't think so, anyway. So I'm going to drop this off at Branson's of Yeovil. But I do have an errand to run first. After we've got through all the college traffic. Why are we doing walking speed? Oh, for fucking hell's sake, innit? Aren't children horrible? Wouldn't the world be a happier place if we just replaced them with Shih Tzus? Anyway, I shall pick up with you in a mo. Now then, all we've got to do is get out of here. Easy peasy. Right, we've got some sweeties for the lads. Right then, let's drop off the moose. The bike, to be clear. Somewhere. Da, 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 da. Shimmy it over a bit. I feel like I'm on a GP bike. So there we go, quick bike change, pit stop. And we've got the customary CB500F, I think this is. F for fast. Oh, we got one here, haven't we? Come on, Jesus fucking Christ. You see, this is what really gets my fucking goat. Is people who drive consistently under the speed limit. You know, why 20 mile an hour along there? Why? It's not a narrow country lane. As far as I'm aware, it's still a 30. So while I've got you, I'm going to have a bit of a whinge. No, not me. No, it's not a whinge, it's a kind of counter whinge. So, Ian Hughes put up a video where he tried out the Beeline Moto 2, or whatever it is. And you always get these smart, smug dipshits, don't you, who like to leave a comment. Oh, I don't use a SatNav. You can just use road signs. You know, there are these things called road signs. Which is all well and good. And most people who, or a good number of people who use SatNavs, managed perfectly well without SatNavs. I cut my teeth in driving and riding before the era of satellite navigation. No problems. But I like to use a SatNav, as I've explained before, because the first thing it does is it takes out any anxiety one might have about getting to somewhere. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who think, oh, I don't know the way. And of course you can follow road signs. But road signs are a generalisation, aren't they? So yeah, you know, you can follow a road sign to street, for example, but it won't take you to somebody's house or to the motorcycle dealership or wherever it is you've got to go. So you're going to have to look that up beforehand. So there's no harm in punching it into the SatNav, is there? We've just come through a signposted diversion because the bottom end of Sherborne is shut, as you can see. And there's no shame in having your SatNav on in case you find yourself in a situation where the road is shut. This happened to me a couple of times on the journey into work. The main road's shut because of an accident, and it's only just happened, and the police are there, and there's no nice little diversion signs up. It's a case of you can't come through here, mate. And so you've got to try and turn off and think, oh God, how do I get to where I'm going now? Without going, you know, ridiculously out of your way. And a SatNav can help with that. Because guess what? A SatNav also doubles up as a map. So you can pull over and you can zoom out and you can see the route. Ah, right, okay, I need to go that way. Not a problem. Okay, not using a SatNav does not make you a more superior human being. I'm sorry to tell you. It just doesn't. The world managed without mobile phones. But they're quite an important tool now. The world managed without calculating machines. If you choose to do all your adding up, subtraction, division, blah, 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 if you choose to do all that longhand on a notepad, then bully for you. Bully for you. That doesn't make you superior. It just makes you a bit of a knob, to be honest, when you have a tool in front of you that will do it. And as long as you've had instruction on how to use that tool and that you are careful with what you input, and you have maybe some notion of mathematics to discern if whether the answer it's giving you is possible, then you're good to go, aren't you? So a SatNav is a handy tool. Mine will show me my actual speed rather than my indicated speed. And if there's a delay up ahead because of traffic, it will give you an alternative route. It shows you what time you're going to get there. Again, if, like me, you have a bit of a thing about punctuality and you don't like being late, and before you embark on a journey, whether it's to work or anywhere, you fuss about the time. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Right, okay, I'll go in a minute. I'll go in a minute. Go. It's nice to know what time you'll get there. You can see if you're on time. I'd take somebody for a hospital appointment in Bristol a few weeks ago, and we got caught in traffic on the M5. And we were able to look at the ETA and phone ahead and say, we're going to be 20 minutes late. And they made arrangements for it. I mean, does the SatNav detract from your ability to navigate without one? I don't know. Maybe if you're in your 20s and you've only ever used a SatNav, maybe, I don't know. Even with a SatNav, I can still miss my turning. So like anything, they're not foolproof, especially if there's a full use in them. You can plan an exciting ride or a picturesque journey on one. You don't have to rely on A to Zs and whatnot to carry around with you. I just don't understand people's snobbish attitude when it comes to satellite navigation. I really don't. So I had a bit of a back and forth with the very impressive, I must say, Masked Avenger or whatever he's called. So I shall continue to use my SatNav. Why wouldn't I? I bought it and paid for it. You know, 200 quid or whatever it was. I'll make use of it, thank you. Even when I don't really need to. So with that, I shall say toodaloo. And I will point out, look, I've made it to work, nearly, without satellite navigation. Just by following the signs, look. Who'd have thought it?